Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Mindys Best. I am so excited to have you here with me today. Today we are going to be planning ahead. We are going to be prepping ourselves in order to have the best week possible. And you guys, what is one of the biggest stresses you have in your families? For me, I know sometimes it's, what am I going to feed them? They all want to be fed all the time. But if we can plan ahead, it makes it a little bit easier. In fact, sometimes I am so bad at it that it literally stresses me out every single time I have to think about a meal and I'm like, I didn't plan ahead, I didn't have anything prepared. And let me tell you, during quarantine, I was fantastic at this. Probably because I had nothing else to do. But one thing I really tried hard to do was make a menu for the entire week and we stuck to it. And I loved it. It made my days so much less stressful because I wasn't thinking like, oh my gosh, I need a quick dinner like right now. I'm going to show you guys what I did during quarantine that set me up for the best success I could have for the week, and hopefully I can start sticking to it a little bit better. It's just a matter of making a plan and sticking to it. Okay, so there's a few things I love. Good recipe books, a planner, and I specifically use an app on my phone for my grocery list. Those three things are going to be key in having a meal plan. So I always go through my recipe books, and there's a few that I just love that I use all the time. I try to throw in one recipe a week that my kids haven't tried, kind of gonna push the limits of their taste buds and try to get them to like new things. And then, you know, there's always once a week that we eat out. There's probably once a week that we're gonna be busy and things just aren't gonna come together, so you have to have something really easy. Last week I was able to pull out something from the freezer. I had a great freezer meal, and man, was I grateful for that because it really saved the bacon. You know, I usually tie in a few that I just know the kid's gonna love, and it's gonna be an easy slam dunk. What I do, I'm gonna show you guys. All right, I use one of my darling canisters to keep all of this up, but I'm gonna show you guys. These are like my favorite cookbooks. These two are amazing. This one I've used so much, the spine has actually broken out of it, so got you all fooled there. But these are my go-tos. So I just took 1/2-inch binders and kind of labeled them how I liked them. So these are basically all of the main meal ones, breakfast and sides, and then I don't have a ton of Instant Pot recipes, so I threw them in this one as well. Soup, salad, and bread gets their own, and of course, desserts gets its own binder. Now, I love to print out recipes. So what I've done is I've put my recipes in here in page protector so that I have so many recipes that I have ruined because I've spilled something on them. And so I've always learned it's just best to put it in a page protector, and if I need to make adjustments to the recipe, I pull it out, I write in how I would change it, slide it back in so nothing gets ruined. I love that method. I love having printed receipts. I bought an iPad one time in an effort to have my receipt there digitally, and then I found that the screen kept turning black. I know I can change that function, but it just didn't work for me. So my favorite thing to do is to print out the recipe. Now on our blog, this is howwebingham.com, most of my recipes that I absolutely love are there. I have the problem of I am trying to figure out how to make our recipes from our blog into a PDF so they're easily printable for you, because I know that's how I prefer them. Unfortunately, I'm not as tech savvy, so it's a little bit difficult to figure out, but I'm working on it, I promise. Get yourself a 1/2-inch binder, write on the spine what is in it, and let me tell you, my favorite recipes that I use, I keep on the front and back because I don't have to flip through the pages. I just know these are my favorites. I go to them all the time. My chocolate chip cookies, my skinny pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, my barfies. If you guys know what that is, they're basically no-bake cookies. My Lunch Lady peanut butter bars. So those are my favorites. Those are the ones I keep on the back and front of my dessert one, but I have these easily accessible. Okay, so now let me tell you, I got this a couple of months ago, a productivity planner. It's from my friend Jordan Page. This thing is awesome. It's my lifeline, especially when I'm meal planning. But there are pages in here that are for the weekly meal planner, and I have relied on these. So it's simple because every day you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. Well, I always know breakfast is the same stuff. It's usually cereal or Eggos. Lunch, the kids have provided from the school. This is where I put in what we're having for dinner. As you can tell, I went through tonight. I'm gonna make a Parmesan chicken recipe that I have. Then I know Tuesday we're gonna be at Corn Bellies. Wednesday, this is the day that I'm trying out a new recipe. 3 cheese beef pasta shells, and I'm gonna do a side salad and homemade bread. Thursday, we're gonna have breakfast for dinner, biscuits and gravy. Friday, I love homemade pizzas. Those are really fun. Saturdays, we always eat out. And then Sunday, we'll probably have my favorite cream cheese chicken taquitos with rice and beans. I went through, made an inventory of the things I have. I first want to use the stuff I have on hand. It's not necessary to go out and buy all new groceries every single week. Use what you have first. So I went through, I have a ton of stuff already in my pantry. There's a few things I don't have. And for those things and produce, you're gonna need fresh produce every week. I wouldn't buy it further out than a week. Go to the store and get those kind of things that you need weekly. Another mistake I have made and learned from is, this one seems like totally something you learned in grade school. Use a pencil. It's not fun to scribble out pen. It looks messy, makes me feel all cluttered. I always write all of my meal planning in pencil because it's easy to erase. I actually already did that on one of the recipes for this week. So I have a couple of recipes that I've already done. I have my one new one that I'm trying. We're eating out. I know this week we're gonna be at a fun family activity, so I feel like I have a good plan for this week. Now let me tell you, there are a few things that I don't have in my pantry or in my fridge. So I'm gonna use my trusty dusty phone. All right, you guys, I'm gonna show you. My favorite app is this one called AnyList. This is what it looks like. It brings up my shopping list. This one is my specific shopping list for Walmart. I do have a list for Sam's Club, Costco, Walmart, and errands that I need to go run. So I typically use the Walmart one most often. So I have everything that I needed last time for my shopping trip, but I did make a few notes here of a couple of things that I need. So I'm gonna add those in. And let me tell you what's really frustrating. So many times I've gone to go grocery shopping, oh my gosh, I left the list at home. That won't ever happen if it's on your phone. Most everybody is glued to their phone. So this app is called AnyList. It's not sponsored. I'm not told to say that. There's a free version and there's one that you can pay for. I have used it for years. I love it. Once you tap it, it'll delete the item that you've already purchased it. It works really well and you always have it with you. So I'm going to input the things that I need for my grocery list and I'm gonna head to Walmart, go grab the stuff I need and get ready for my week ahead. Now that I've made my grocery list, I know the things that I need to go get. I actually don't have a ton that I need to grab this week because I have had things in my pantry. Now let me tell you a trick. If your budget allows, if you need chicken stock and you need 1 can of chicken stock, buy 2 cans of chicken stock. That way you're able to make the recipe that you're shopping for a second time before you have to run to the store. Otherwise, you're gonna be running to the store every single time you wanna make a recipe. But sometimes your budget doesn't allow that and that's okay. Try to plan ahead and if you need 1, buy 2. If you need 2, buy 3. It's something I've always tried to do, to buy 1 extra so it saves me from running to the store again. Of course, you're gonna have to run to the store to go get your produce every week. That will just happen. And if you meal plan ahead of time and make all of your meals ahead for the week, do that at the beginning of the week on a Sunday or Monday so that you have the success from the very beginning of the week starting from Monday on. I've got everything I need. I of course know that I'm going to have my phone with me, which has my grocery list, so I'm ready. I went to Walmart, got the things I needed, and you guys can see from that app, it is super easy to use. I love it. I did not grab a ton of stuff. This is really all I needed to grab today because I have so much in my fridge and my pantry. Use what you have first. So anyways, I have to put my groceries away, but I feel like I got a couple of good things. One thing that I am not great at, you guys, I will tell you this, I am not great at, I'll do the main dish and then I forget all the sides. That's something I'm working on doing. Like if I make the cream cheese chicken taquitos, I'll usually just make that and I'm like, oh, Mindy, I forget that you have to have like the rice on the side and the beans and maybe chips or something to go with it. But what I did is a while ago when I was at Costco, I found like a box of Spanish rice. I bought that, kept it in the pantry so that whenever I need Spanish rice or something, it's easily accessible. Okay, so now that my groceries are brought, my meal plan is made, start thinking ahead of even what you want to do next week. Get on Pinterest, find some fun recipes. Of course, go on to thisishowibingham.com and find some fun recipes, but start planning now so that you're prepped ahead of time. I am really grateful, especially that I did this video, because now my week is going to be fantastic because I have the groceries that I need. I pulled out all my recipe books. It's fun to try new things. So you guys, if you're in a recipe rut, get on the websites, get on Pinterest, get on our website, find something new to try. I always love cooking, so I'm even happy to do some of those videos too. I've had the idea of doing a crock-pot freezer meal video because some days you just can't think about dinner. But if you have the idea in the morning, throw it in the crock pot and you don't have to cut up anything, you don't have to do anything. You just simply put it in the crock pot and it's ready for you at night. So that's something I've thought about doing. But you guys, I am very excited about the week ahead and the meals that we're gonna have this week, because that is honestly one of my biggest stresses, is how I'm gonna feed my family. So hopefully you guys can meal plan and get something awesome going for your family. But you guys, if this seems like super overwhelming, start with like 1 or 2 meals a week that you know that you can do. If eating out is gonna be best for your family that week, that's okay. You don't have to make a 4-course meal every single day for your family. So I always say do your best. So whatever that looks like for you, just make sure that you're trying your best and you're doing your best, because it is enough. This week, I feel like we're stocked, we're ready. I've got some great recipes lined up, so I'm really excited. But you guys, I love you. I'm so grateful that you guys hung out with me today as I got all ready for the week. I'm so happy. Anyways, you guys rock. I'll see you all next time.